Have you ever wondered where your domestic cat comes from? It's a curious thought, isn't it? Our feline friends, with their soft purrs and sharp claws, have been our companions for millennia. But where did they first curl up at the foot of a human's bed? What's the story behind their journey from the wild to our homes? These are the questions we're going to unravel today. So, join us as we embark on a journey back in time to discover the surprising history of domestic cats. Our story begins in the ancient civilizations of the Near East, around 9,000 years ago. Picture this: vast landscapes, ancient cultures, and the first signs of human settlements. In this cradle of civilization, our tale of feline companionship takes root. The first tangible evidence of domestic cats doesn't come from Egypt, as many might guess, but from a small Mediterranean island called Cyprus. Here, archaeologists unearthed a remarkable find: a cat, carefully buried alongside a human. This wasn't just any burial, though. The cat was positioned in a way that suggested it held a place of importance, laid to rest with the same care as its human counterpart. This finding, dating back to approximately 7500 BC, was a game changer. Why? Well, cats are not native to Cyprus. They had to be brought over by boat, which means humans intentionally brought these animals along on their journey. This suggests that even at this early stage, there was a close relationship between people and cats. But why would these ancient civilizations form such a bond with cats? The answer lies in the lifestyle of the time. As humans transitioned from nomadic hunter-gatherers to settled farmers, they began to store surplus crops. These stockpiles attracted rodents, which in turn attracted wild cats. The humans didn't mind the cats, of course. They were natural pest control. A mutually beneficial relationship began to form, with humans providing food in the form of rodents, and cats keeping the rodent population in check. Over time, this relationship deepened. Cats were welcomed into homes, their hunting skills valued, and their companionship cherished. They became part of the family and were treated with respect and affection. This affection is evident in the Cyprus burial, where the cat was laid to rest with dignity and care, much like a beloved family member. So it seems our affinity for these feline companions dates back millennia. But how did these wild creatures become the domesticated pets we know today? Interestingly, it appears that cats domesticated themselves. Now, that might sound like a peculiar statement to make, but let's delve into it a little bit more. It's a widely accepted theory that cats were drawn to early human settlements. But why so? Well, the answer is quite simple and, dare I say, a little bit cheeky. You see, where there are humans, there's food. And where there's food, there are rodents. These pesky little creatures were an irresistible attraction for wild cats. Imagine a bustling ancient village full of grains, leftovers, and other tantalizing food items. This place would have been a veritable paradise for rodents, a smorgasbord of treats that they couldn't resist. And trailing right behind them, the ever-observant felines, ready to pounce on an easy meal. Over time, these stealthy hunters developed a symbiotic relationship with humans. The cats received a steady supply of prey, and in return, they helped to keep the rodent population in check. It was a mutually beneficial arrangement. Humans began to appreciate these sleek, rodent-catching machines, recognizing the value they brought to their settlements. For the humans, it was like having a natural pest control service at their doorstep. And for the cats, well, it was a never-ending buffet of their favorite food. Eventually, humans started allowing these cats to stick around, even providing them with shelter and care. Perhaps there was even an emotional connection that started to form. After all, who can resist the charm of a purring cat, curled up by the fireside after a long day's work? The humans and cats grew to rely on each other, forming a bond that has lasted thousands of years. The cats offered their services as pest controllers, and the humans provided a safe environment for them to thrive. So, it was a win-win situation for both parties. But when did these friendly felines start spreading across the globe? Let's explore that in our next chapter. Scene script. Fast forward a few thousand years to ancient Egypt, where cats were revered and even worshipped. Let's embark on a journey to explore how our furry friends found their way from the Near East to Egypt, and then to every corner of the globe. A fascinating tale indeed. It begins with the ancient Egyptians, who held cats in such high esteem that they were often depicted in art and even considered sacred. The domestication of cats in Egypt is believed to have begun around 4,000 years ago. Cats were appreciated for their ability to control pests, and they quickly became a beloved part of Egyptian households. Their status soon elevated from mere house pets to divine beings, with the goddess Bastet often depicted as a lioness or a woman with a lion's head. But how did cats make their way to the rest of the world from Egypt? Trade routes and sea voyages played a significant role here. Cats were often kept on ships to control rodents, a common problem on long sea voyages. As these ships docked at various ports around the world, some cats disembarked and made new homes in different lands. This is how cats gradually spread to various parts of Europe and Asia. In some cultures, they were welcomed for their pest control abilities, while in others, they became symbols of good luck and prosperity. For instance, in Japan, the maneki neko, or the beckoning cat, is a common talisman believed to bring good fortune and wealth. In the Middle Ages, cats had a rocky relationship with humans in Europe due to superstitions and associations with witchcraft. However, their reputation improved over time, and by the 18th century, they had regained their status as cherished companions in many households. Roman legions too played a part in the spread of cats as they carried them along during their conquests, appreciating their skills in keeping the granaries free from pests. So, from humble origins in the Near East, cats have truly conquered the world. But what about the wide variety of breeds we see today? The variety of cat breeds we see today is a relatively recent phenomenon. Isn't it fascinating how, in the grand scheme of things, the multitude of cat breeds we witness today is a product of the blink of an eye in history? Our feline friends may have been around for thousands of years, but the refinement into the unique breeds we know and love, that's a story that begins only a couple of centuries ago. In the 19th century, people started to appreciate cats for more than their mouse-catching prowess. They began to selectively breed them for specific traits, a practice that has only accelerated in recent decades. This has resulted in the creation of the different breeds we see today. It's like an artist chiseling a masterpiece from a block of marble. Except in this case, the artist is time, and the block of marble is the raw genetic potential of the humble domestic cat. From the sleek, short-haired Siamese, admired for its striking azure eyes, to the fluffy Persian, renowned for its luxurious coat and unique face shape, each breed is a testament to the power of selective breeding. And it's not just about looks. The playful personality of the Maine Coon, the loving nature of the Ragdoll, the intelligence of the Bengal. These traits were all brought to the fore through careful and deliberate breeding. But remember, while we marvel at the variety and beauty of present-day cat breeds, it's important to note that this selective breeding has not been without its controversies. Some argue that prioritizing aesthetic traits can sometimes lead to health issues in certain breeds. It's a delicate balance between maintaining the diversity and beauty of these breeds while ensuring their health and longevity. So next time you look at your cat, remember, they're not just a pet, but a piece of living history. Each whisker, each spot, each purr is a testament to centuries of evolution and decades of careful selection. They are, in every sense, a living, breathing work of art, sculpted by the hands of time and human influence. Let's take a moment to recap what we've learned today. Our feline friends, our purring companions, they have a rich history that spans thousands of years and continents. Our journey began in the Near East, where around 9,000 years ago, the first wildcats began to interact with humans. These ancient felines weren't the cuddly house cats we know today. They were wild and ferocious, but they were drawn to human settlements by the abundance of rodents. This marked the beginning of a beautiful relationship where both humans and cats benefited. Humans got rid of pests, and cats received food and shelter. Over time, these wildcats evolved into the domestic cats we know and love today. As human civilization spread, so did our feline companions. They journeyed with us across continents and seas, leaving their mark on different cultures and societies. Throughout the centuries, humans have admired cats for their elegance and mysterious demeanor, leading to the creation of various breeds. From the majestic Maine Coon to the sleek Siamese, each breed has its unique charm and characteristics, a testament to the diversity of domestic cats. Now, Cats are more than just pets. They are our companions, our friends, and an inseparable part of our lives. They have left their paw prints not just in our homes, but also in our hearts. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the history of domestic cats. We hope you've enjoyed it as much as we have.